The scandal that almost ended Ellen DeGeneres' career. Once hailed in the entertainment industry as a shining example of kindness and positivity, Ellen DeGeneres was embroiled in a turbulent scandal that threatened to ruin her career. Claims of a poisonous work environment on The Ellen DeGeneres Show caused a great deal of indignation and had a big impact on her and the show's executives. Here are 7 key points summarizing the scandal that almost ended Ellen DeGeneres' career. Number 7. Toxic workplace allegations. When BuzzFeed News released an extensive investigation in July 2020 that included claims made by both current and former The Ellen DeGeneres Show staffers, the scandal involving Ellen DeGeneres started to take shape. A troubling pattern of behavior that suggested a toxic workplace culture was revealed by the report. Workers described instances of racism, harassment, and a generalized culture of fear. Allegations were specific and included incidents in which DeGeneres and senior staff members allegedly made racist remarks and microaggressions towards employees of color. Employees also reported receiving criticism for taking medical leaves of absence or for defying the show's strict requirements. Many believe that their issues were disregarded or unaddressed, which created a culture that discouraged candid communication and made employees feel alone. The claims not only went against DeGeneres' public image as a kindness advocate, but they also caused a great deal of indignation among supporters and the press. The disclosures sparked a wider discussion about the culture of the entertainment industry's workplace, emphasizing the need for accountability and change in settings that frequently put worker well-being last and performance first. Number 6. Public persona versus reality. In the entertainment industry, Ellen DeGeneres has long been hailed as a representation of kindness and optimism. Her daytime talk show evolved into a forum for inspirational tales, celebrity chats, and humanitarian endeavors, all centered on her catchphrase, "Are kind to one another." With this well-manicured image, she won over millions of fans and established herself as a beloved Hollywood character. But this carefully built facade was destroyed by the claims of a toxic workplace. As more information became available, a number of her supporters and detractors started to doubt the veracity of her image, believing that the sharp discrepancy between her public declarations and the employees' testimonies betrayed her. Critical questions concerning the nature of celebrity personas and the pressures they faced to maintain a particular image were raised by the discrepancy between DeGeneres' portrayal as a beacon of kindness and the unsettling accounts from her staff. A wider conversation about the value of authenticity in public figures, the repercussions of presenting a facade that is not true to life, and the necessity of holding celebrities responsible for their deeds and the cultures they foster were sparked by this scandal. Number 5. Internal investigation. WarnerMedia promptly launched an internal investigation to evaluate the claims made by former employees in response to the grave allegations. This was a thorough investigation that included policy reviews, interviews with both current and former employees, and a look at the show's general culture. The objective was to ascertain whether the accusations were true and to pinpoint any systemic problems that required attention. 3 executive producers were fired after the investigation produced important results that showed they were responsible for maintaining a toxic workplace. WarnerMedia wanted to show that it was committed to responsibility and progress, and that it would not stand for misbehavior or a culture of fear. But the investigation also made it evident that systemic change was required in the entertainment sector, since it was found that poisonous workplace cultures could exist even in settings that ostensibly support positivity. The investigation's aftermath reverberated throughout Hollywood, inspiring other programs and networks to assess their own work environments and policies. This ultimately resulted in a more widespread demand for changes to the way that people are treated in the entertainment industry. Number 4. Declining ratings. Viewership of The Ellen DeGeneres Show significantly declined as the scandal developed, making its effects more apparent. As the public's perception changed, the show, which had previously enjoyed high ratings and a devoted audience, started to see a sharp decline in its numbers. There was a discernible decline in audience participation as a result of the disappointment and disillusionment that many devoted followers expressed. The ability of the show to draw well-known guests was also declining in addition to the ratings. In the midst of the controversy, some celebrities decided to cut ties with DeGeneres, which made the show's problems worse. The show's immediate success was impacted by the ratings drop, but it also raised questions about the show's long-term survival in a crowded daytime television market. For DeGeneres and her staff, the mix of bad press, viewer backlash, and a damaged reputation made things more and more difficult. The show's direction and position in the changing media landscape were reevaluated as a result of the growing backlash it was receiving and the realization that the scandal's effects would be extensive. Number 3. End of the show. The announcement made by Ellen DeGeneres in May 2021 that The Ellen DeGeneres Show would end after its 19th season had a ripple effect on the entertainment industry. DeGeneres stated that her main motivations for leaving the show were a lack of challenge and a desire for new opportunities, even though her contract was set to expire in 2022. This declaration was made in response to the negative claims made about the workplace and the ratings drop that followed, indicating that the controversy had a significant influence on her decision-making. Not only did the show's finale signal the end of the long run, but it also signaled a major turning point in DeGeneres' career. The show had been a key component of her identity and a major platform from her influence in the entertainment industry for almost 20 years. Discussions concerning her legacy, the effect of the scandal on her career, and the future of daytime television in a changing media environment arose as her talk show came to an end. Following the end of her show, viewers started looking for fresh voices and viewpoints, which marked a change not only in DeGeneres' career but also in the daytime television landscape. Number 2. Personal impact. Ellen DeGeneres suffered a great deal emotionally as a result of the scandal, as she struggled to deal with the gravity of the accusations and the outcry from the public. She openly acknowledged in multiple interviews that the event was extremely painful because she felt as though her morals and character were being questioned. DeGeneres had to deal with the painful contradiction as she managed the intense scrutiny and criticism that were aimed at her. She had built her career on advocating kindness and positivity. She was forced by the circumstances to face her identity and the discrepancy between her public image and the realities of her place of employment. She candidly admitted that the experience was hard to digest because it went against everything she had fought for in her professional life. DeGeneres was able to learn more about the nuances of her public persona, the obligations that go along with it, and the value of promoting kindness in all facets of her life and career during this time of introspection. She thought about her future in the entertainment industry and the legacy she wanted to leave behind as a result of the scandal's emotional toll. Number 1. Return to stand-up. In 2024, Ellen DeGeneres brought her stand-up comedy back to the forefront of entertainment with her Ellen's Last Stand-Up Tour. This tour was a pivotal point in her career because it gave her a chance to reestablish her connection with fans and respond to the controversies surrounding her talk show in a lighthearted and honest manner. Using comedy as a means of self-reflection, DeGeneres talked candidly about the difficulties she encountered and the lessons she took away from the scandal during her performances. She emphasized her dedication to her craft and her wish to take back control of her story, while also acknowledging the criticisms leveled at her. In addition to demonstrating her tenacity, her return to stand-up also marked a new phase in her career as she managed the intricacies of her public persona and the changing entertainment landscape. DeGeneres sought to show her development as a performer and a person while also reestablishing her relationship with her audience by tackling the scandal head-on and doing it with humor and candor. Her ability to explore themes of accountability, vulnerability, and the value of authenticity was made possible by the tour, which gave her the chance to interact with audiences in a real and approachable way. The scandal that almost brought Ellen DeGeneres' career to an abrupt halt serves as a poignant reminder of the complexity of public personas and the value of accountability in the workplace. If you liked our video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel.